assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor, available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind, the short show. No thanks to TJ. Had my headphones unplugged. I had to scamper there in the last few seconds. Hey, I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is open conversation today. Yes, TJ, stop shaking your head. It is open conversation. 724-438-4593. I'm looking forward to chatting with you for the next 45 minutes. I should say one line's open. I already have a caller waiting. We'll get to them momentarily. As I remind everybody that today's What's on Your Mind is brought to you by AR Roofing and Remodeling, Bright Stripes, Seal Coating and Line Striping, Madewell Services, full lawn care and cleaning services, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks and Baugh's Drugstore, and Gary's Auto Sales. Just real quick, the Aaron Rodgers saga continues. Apparently, he's on his way into Pittsburgh to meet with the Steelers tomorrow and talk about his contract. Oh, whoop-de-doo. I'm so thrilled. A Chinese tanker in the Strait of Hormuz has come under attack and caught on fire. So that's kind of interesting, as China's, would like to be one of the main buyers of Iranian oil, and so here Iran goes and attacks, causing a Chinese ship to be on fire. Okay, and I brought up yesterday school consolidation here in Fayette County. Is it time to get serious about that discussion? We have school districts in their budgeting process for next school year. They're talking about reductions in staff, reductions in extracurricular activities, school closings. So is it time to get serious about school consolidation? So let's chat about all of those things. And if there's something else you want to talk about, please, by all means, give me a buzz. 724-438-4593.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yes, it's Papa. Lady.
Hey, Papa.
Okay, something different that you haven't mentioned, and I haven't heard anybody talk about, but what do you think about somebody getting Social Security disability checks for over $2,000 a month, which is more than I get in my retirement check, for being a drunk and unable to hold a job?
I'm not sure that that's what disability insurance was designed for.
Neither do I, but this person...
Yeah, I question that.
Well, this person that I know actually gets like $2,100 something a month. Social Security disability, he made himself a pattern of being not able to hold down a job due to being drunk all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact one time I was in Uniontown at a local gas station because they sell beers in there. and he had a job up over the hill, and he was supposed to be at work, and I was just in there getting gas. He walked over to the beer refrigerator and got two of those big old, like 20-ounce cans of beer,
Yeah.
and went and bought them. And then I guess he went on up to his job. Well, he's been fired from numerous jobs, or he'll injure himself on the job, or at home and then go say he injured himself on the job.
Mm-hmm.
But he established a pattern of not being able to hold down a job more than a good period of time because he couldn't quit drinking, and now he has medical issues from his constant drinking. This guy is like probably drunk sun up to sundown. I'm sure if he could sleepwalk and drink, he would. But I would like to know what your listeners think about $2,100 a month for that.
Mm-hmm.
I make, after retiring from a job, my husband also retired from a job. His parents both retired from jobs. Not any of us get a retirement check that size. And I know one of my husband's parents worked the same job for 40 years. And he's not making $2,100 a month for
Mhm.
a good factory job.
Hmm. Yeah, of course, I'm just going by what you have said. I don't know if there's any other extenuating circumstances, but yeah, on on the surface, I got a problem. If somebody, to me, disability was meant for somebody that is mentally challenged somehow and is not able to handle a job, or a physical disability of some kind. That's what that was meant for, not so because somebody doesn't have the self-control to give up alcohol for 8 hours anyway to hold a job. That to me, that doesn't qualify.
Well, that's my same opinion, and I would like to hear somebody call in justifying that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Other than
Well,
that,
the
that's all I have. You have a good-
question's out there, Pawpaw Lady, so we'll see if we get any other phone calls about that.
All right.
All righty?
Good luck on the baseball
Okay.
game. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we do have Pirate Baseball coming up in, a little less than an hour, actually. Pregame is going to start right after the 3 o'clock news, so at 3:15, and then 3:40 is first pitch as the Pirates take on the Arizona Diamondbacks in Game 3 of their 3-game series. So hopefully the Pirates win and take the series before they move on to their next challenge. So that's what's coming up later today. Meanwhile, I've got both lines open here at What's on Your Mind, 724-438-4593. So, Aaron Rodgers, reports are he's heading to Pittsburgh to spend some time at Southside and talk about contract. Although there's also reports that the Steelers aren't aware that he's coming into town. So I don't know, and you know what? I really don't care. I wish he wouldn't. I wish he'd just say, no, I'm retired. Forcing the Steelers to deal with the future now. And by that, I mean you've got two young quarterbacks on the team. One, a second-year player that, he was injured pretty much all his first year, so you can almost call him a rookie still. And a definite rookie that was drafted just the other week by the Steelers. So I'd like to get a move on in the future. I don't want to delay it another year with Aaron Rodgers. Go away. Chinese tanker I mentioned in the Strait of Hormuz on fire. I don't. Information's a little sketchy. I don't know whether it was trying to transit the strait or if it was anchored someplace and was attacked. I don't know. Reason I say that is supposedly China has told its ships to, well, disregard the blockade. So was this one of those ships that was, and here again, if they're trying to run the blockade and they get hit by Iranian missile fire, I don't know how well that's going to go over. And something to also look at for the future, in the very near future, the President Trump, heads to China here shortly, where he'll have one-on-one personal talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping, and I'm sure, I'll bet you the last dollar in my wallet that Iran will be one of the topics of conversation that takes place. So for Iran to do something as foolish as to attack a Chinese tanker at this time, I don't think bodes well for them. What do you think on that? I brought this up yesterday, and I brought it up again this morning, or this afternoon at the start of the show. School consolidation here in Fayette County. School consolidation. Is it time, seriously, is it time to revisit this idea of school consolidation and seriously look into it? And I bring this up because, well, school districts are looking at their budgets now for the 26-27 school year. Okay, we're quickly going to find out, if we're going to have a rise in our school taxes or not. Schools are talking about, school districts, they're talking about school closures and consolidating schools and classrooms, laying off teachers to the point that it affects other programming. So, and in all of those scenarios, it's the kids, it's the students that get hurt. The more kids in a classroom, the less opportunity there is for one-on-one interaction between the student and the teacher. For that student that is struggling and wants to learn, even though they're struggling in a certain subject, they may not get the time to have that one-on-one explanation that the teacher can give to help that student jump over that final hurdle where all of a sudden what the teacher's explaining and teaching all comes together. Sometimes how the teacher explains up at the front of the room changes when there's one-on-one. A student might not fully comprehend what the teacher is talking about, is explaining at the front of the room. But one-on-one, that teacher, if they're worth their salt, they're able to come at that explanation from a different way, in a way that connects with the student. So, larger classrooms, that one-on-one experience becomes less. So, it's the kids that ultimately are hurt by all of this. So, seriously, I want to hear your opinions here. Put aside the fact that your taxes may or may not go up this year. Because if they don't go up this year, they're going to go up next year. There are less resources every year in this county. And by resources in this manner, I mean citizens. Fayette County continues to lose population. Population means home ownership of some kind. It's those taxes that run our school districts. And if there's nobody around to pay those taxes, then our school districts hurt. So do we need to consolidate? Do we need 5 superintendents earning upwards of $200,000 a year? That's $1 million in salaries right there. Add on pension and other benefits and health insurance. So that probably adds at least $500,000 in that regards. Do we really need 6 bus contracts when you can consolidate and have one? And possibly at a cheaper price for one than for 5 when you combine them. Can we have just one textbook contract that we're dealing with and one curriculum, so that if by chance a student has to move from one school to another, they can leave, history on page 87 from their first school, go to their next school, and they're picking up at page 87 at that school because you're on the same curriculum. The student doesn't lose anything. And I know people are going to say, well, you don't want to give up their little, power seats on school board. Okay, there's still going to be a school board. And, well, you make it 3 representatives from what used to be a school district and have a school board of 15. Maybe that's what you need to do. Or even maybe 5 or 4. How about 4? How about 4 from each school district? And you rotate. 1 seat per area is up for re-election every 4 years. So you've got a rotating board. How about that idea? So what are your thoughts? Consolidation now of our school district.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Good afternoon, Russ. This is Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Russ, get back to what Paw was talking about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, probably thousands in Fayette County, just like that drunk she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that big check never works. There's a lot of people who never worked a day in their life and they get more than I do.
Yeah.
I retired when I was 62, all right?
Mm-hmm.
62. I took an early retirement because my wife was sick, so I took an early retirement. And I make half of what that drunk that she's talking about makes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even counting $200 a month taken out for Medicare. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Half. And I worked for 40 years, and I make half of what that guy's making.
Mm-hmm.
Now, isn't that sick?
Yes.
And they gave me a cost of living raise this year, $10 a month, cost of living.
Which got wiped out by the increase in Medicare.
Yeah, I end up with $10 a month. That's cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even go to McDonald's and buy a Happy Meal for $10 anymore.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, it's not fair. I know she's mad, but it's not fair. But this has been going on for years.
It has been. It has been. And I other than complete reform, I don't know the answer.
I don't either.
I don't either. I don't know how you check that. I don't, yeah.
There's no end in sight with these people.
No.
You know what I mean? There's just too many of them.
Yeah.
Too many of them. But hey, I wanted to get off my chest, so let somebody else call in.
All right, Jesse, thanks for your call.
Hey, you have a good afternoon, Russ.
You do
Bye-bye.
the same. Bye-bye.
Hey, guess what? We're going to take a quick little break. So when we come back, both lines are open, 724-438-4589. 9-3. Looking forward to chatting with you right after, well, this.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority. Is it time for your first home? Or time to trade up to a home that fits your lifestyle? It's time to visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with trade-in and trade-up deals. Imagine beautiful, new, energy-efficient homes packed with the features you've been dreaming about. Trade in and trade up at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51. Trade-in value toward purchase of a new home determined by resale value and evaluation by home center manager. Additional deposit may be required.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm your host, Russ Rhodes. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. One line is open. That means I've got somebody on the other line right now.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russell, how you doing today?
Good, Ron. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm having one of them days. I'm rebuilding an engine for a machine, and things just aren't working right, so
Okay.
I'm taking a break.
All right, you need some help?
Yeah, come on up.
Okay, all righty.
Russell, I got the radio. I've been listening to you talk about the school stuff.
Yeah.
Flat out. You have more career politicians today than you got anything in politics. Number one, they're not going to go against these districts because people would be aggravated, upset, what have you. They're going to lose a vote. So it's starting at the top. It's not going to switch down. And then when you get into the school districts themselves, who's going to give up the grip? What?
Well, but I look at it this is what's there to hold on to? It's not a paid position.
It's an ego thing.
Well, yeah, and here, and I'll bring this up too. Are they in it to benefit themselves or their friends somehow?
Well, that's
that's
the unanswered question.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot by going for this because, Uniontown soccer moms would get mad at the Laurel Highland soccer mom. It would just be it's a power trip type thing. It's all about the grip.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Not that I agree with it, but I understand that. I do. And so,
but
we've got 5 school districts. Each district has a school board of 9.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was never good at math. 9 times 5 is what? I don't know. It's there.
45.
Okay, yeah, 45. All right, so we dropped that in half, basically. And what used to be a school district under this scenario gets 4 elected officials for that school board.
The reason elected officials won't go for it, first off, you're upsetting the teacher unions, number one. A lot of votes. You upset the parents, there goes more votes. Until your legislators come down with some sort of a mandate or, something to get this moving, just trying to get the districts themselves to, all come together, kumbaya, we're going to go on. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
So how do we make it happen? How do you go? How does the citizenry of Fayette County make it happen?
That's why I've always been in favor of term limits, because their first term, they're trying to please everybody, make everybody happy, so they're not going to step on nobody's toes. You get into a second term, or maybe even a third term, whatever the limit may be. That last term is when they're not going to be afraid to irritate people. You got to start at the top and work your way down. That's just how I see it. Because, like I said, just on a local level, you'll never make that change.
Yeah. Well, one other way, and it might take a little longer, but you get new school board members that, as they run to take over a seat, part of their platform is consolidation. So you get five members on each school board who are pro consolidation. That's the best way to go about it.
But there you are back again. Who's going to be the most upset group?
Well,
the teacher union. The teacher union.
So you end up.
That's a hell of a block of voters around here.
It is. But we've got 5 school districts with 5 different contracts, and nobody's the same. So maybe you consolidate all under one contract, where it theoretically now you might be able to pay those teachers more. You've got greater buying power then when it comes to making a deal on health insurance. And so those savings can now go towards maybe salaries.
Well,
you have more clout in Harrisburg, that you can maybe get more money from Harrisburg moving forward.
Now that's pie in the sky there.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, Harrisburg, how's that phrase go about, some given and some taken away?
Well, yeah.
Well, Harrisburg takes and we give.
Yeah.
And it's just, like I said, until it's one step isn't going to make consolidate. You got a lot of steps. You got to go first. You got to get some politicians that got some nerve. Number one.
Yeah.
To mandate these changes so that the ones paying the bills, might actually have a chance here, because the school. What I just heard of a school district somewhere wants to do like a $20 million renovation or whatever. My God, I've never seen buildings go up and down so fast in my life as they do in school districts. And there is no remodeling projects where it's, try to keep it tight. No, you're talking mega millions on all of them. Show me one that in the last 20 years that's gone below $20 million. Carrying that debt load, that's just like if you consolidate it right now. I don't know what the debt load is for these school districts.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That we don't hear that. But that debt load is still there. It's still got to be paid. So it's a vicious circle.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I said, just starting at the top and working your way down is the only way it's going to happen.
And maybe that's starting at the top and working its way down, though, seriously, is changing the makeup of each individual school board.
That that wouldn't give you the strength to do it, because now you're back to the local level. Who's going to? Okay, we've got what, 5 superintendents?
Yeah.
In the county. Which one of them want to quit? Which one of them would be willing to give up their 100,000, 150,000 a year job, whatever it may be?
Well, under the plan, they might not have a choice. They'd be certainly welcome to apply for the job of the one superintendent.
Well, applying's one thing, but like I said, to get them to release.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. And it's one of those things too, Ron. It's always easy to come up with, negative as to why something won't work. And it's always easy to give up because there are, so many negatives have piled up as to why it won't work. And it's easy to just give up at that point. So do you just say, damn the torpedoes at full speed ahead, we're going to try and do this anyway?
That's why it's got to start at a state level and come down mandatory to force it.
So we need to get our 1 senator and our 2 state reps on board, is what you're saying.
Yes.
And they go to work on Harrisburg. And they go to work on Harrisburg.
Yes, that's the only way I can ever, because like I said, locally, no, nobody's going to give up the grip. That's just, my outside opinion, sitting here with my hat and thumb, taking a break.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. But do you think it's time, though, that we have a serious conversation about this?
Something has to be done. It should have been done. Tim Mahoney, I busted on him more than most people.
Sure.
But he was on the right track with the consolidation, because sure, back then, we don't need that. We don't need that. Well, now, since everybody's property tax is put a stranglehold on them, and people are starting to think, hey, maybe this is something we got to. Yeah, it should have been done years and years ago. Like I said, he tried it at the state level. Well, there again, teacher union, voters, different districts. The others there didn't want to pursue it, and here nobody would pursue it. But the time is coming where it's going to have to, because tax bureau is going to end up with a lot of properties in the next 10 years down the road from now, 15 years down the road from now, which I hate to say isn't that long.
No, it's not.
People are not going to be able to pay their damn taxes.
Right. Exactly.
It's going to come down to, well, do I pay my taxes or do I eat dinner tonight? What do I do?
Right.
And food will win every time. All right, Russell.
Yeah, I'm rather fond of food myself, so I understand that. So, all right. Hey, Ron.
Okay, Russell.
You have a good
one.
Bye-bye.
Hey, guess what? Both lines are open. So give me a buzz. Do you want to join in on the conversation about school consolidation? Do you want to talk about something else? Aaron Rodgers. Paul Skeens last night pitched a heck of a game. Went 8 innings. Had, I think it was 7 strikeouts. Gave up only 2 hits. So had a heck of a game. He's lowered his ERA to 2.36 now after that, opening day loss where he didn't even make it out of the first inning to the New York Mets, but has roared back since then. So, again, hopefully in about an hour's time, when Game 3 of their series against the Diamondbacks starts, they'll win that game and take the series. So anyway, we can talk about Pirates as well. Paul Skeens, Aaron Rodgers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So is a possibility. I myself, personally, I hope he doesn't sign. I hope the Steelers, whatever they offer, that's it. And they tell Aaron Rodgers, take it or leave it. And hopefully he leaves it, in my opinion. Yeah, I know he got us through last year, made it into the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. Lost big time in the playoffs, first round. I want to get on with the future, and the future is not Aaron Rodgers. So we can chat about that. The Strait of Hormuz. President says there's negotiations going on. There could be an agreement at any time. Whatever the agreement is, I hope and I pray it finishes the job. In other words, there is no chance of nuclear weapons in the hands of the Iranians now or in the future. So I hope he finishes the job. Hey, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, though, you and I together, we're going to finish out today's short show with some more conversation. 724-438-4593.
Is it time for your first home or time to trade up to a home that fits your lifestyle? It's time to visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with trade-in and trade-up deals. Imagine beautiful, new, energy-efficient homes packed with the features you've been dreaming about. Trade in and trade up at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51. Trade-in value toward purchase of a new home determined by resale value and evaluation by home center manager. Additional deposit may be required.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We've been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
It's spring, and everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including spring cleanups, mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
When your home runs on the internet, slow just isn't an option. Armstrong Fiber's gig speed internet is built for households that need every device firing at full speed, all at the same time. We didn't outsource this. Our people build it, engineer it, and install it throughout neighborhoods ourselves. Fast, dependable, and rooted right here with you. Proudly local, fiber-powered. Armstrong, keeping you connected. Visit ArmstrongFiber.com to get started today.
It's gorgeous outside, which means it's time to get to Bittersweet Cafe of Farmington. From their incredible daily lunch specials featuring farm-to-table fresh ingredients to their refreshing drinks, frozen treats, smoothies, and iced tea, Bittersweet Cafe has something for everyone. Enjoy this beautiful spot nestled in the Laurel Highland Mountains, just a few miles outside of Ohiopyle on Farmington, Ohiopyle Road. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks? When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more. Because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
One of the most incredible architectural masterpieces in the United States, located right here in Fayette County, is hiring. Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, a world-famous work of architecture that's included on the UNESCO World Heritage List, has a variety of opportunities for new team members, including openings in the Education Department, the Falling Water Cafe, the Membership Department, the Maintenance Department, the Museum Store, Security, and the Visitor Services Department. The team at Falling Water is growing, and now is your chance to be a part of history as a valued member of the team, sharing this remarkable creation with tens of thousands of visitors every year. With a mix of full-time and part-time positions and offering flexible scheduling, competitive compensation, and unique perk benefits, now is the time to visit www.fallingwater.org/careers. Check out these opportunities today and come be a part of history at Falling Water.
Having Hicks & Baugh's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
Looking to tackle your next excavation project? Koval Building Supply at 40 Monroe Avenue in Uniontown is more than your plumbing supply store. We're your local source for excavation essentials. From culverts and drainage pipes to the materials you need, we've got you covered. Whether managing water flow, improving drainage, or preparing a site, our knowledgeable team can help you. Call Koval today at 724-437-8824 or visit kovalsupply.com to start planning for the spring. Koval Building Supply, everything you need to build it right from the ground up.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We've got about 3 minutes left in today's short show, so plenty of time for you to give me a buzz. 724-438-4593. Looking forward to chatting with you. Want to remind you, though, Pirates on WMBS tonight. I'm sure, not tonight, this afternoon, actually. Coming up after the 3 o'clock news as we'll go into pregame there. So, hey, let's get a call, shall we?
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Russ, Dave from Chicago, Dave.
Dave, how you doing?
Hey, buddy, I just wanted to give you a quick call, heading back Saturday.
Heading back to Chicago or heading back to Fayette County?
No, I'm going back to Chicago.
Okay.
I didn't do too good on the house hunting. You know, you gotta be careful with that. You know, you read the home inspection report, and it's like, it looks like a real big handyman special there.
Okay.
But no, I wanted to touch base. You were talking about schools and taxes, and you know, when we get our taxes out there, you know, you read them, and then, but if you get one and they actually show you the pie chart, boy, do they take a big piece of that pie.
Wow, yeah.
You know, so I know it's tough back here, and it's pretty much everywhere, but out there, they're killing us on taxes. That's part of the reason why I want to move back, and people complain about taxes back here, and I understand the situation, but out there, it's way worse, you know.
I know all stats show that Illinois is one of the highest tax states in the country. Their debt load, especially when it comes to pension, is just absolutely horrendous. So it's not a good financial situation in Illinois.
No, and then the other subject I heard briefly you were talking about. Yeah, I agree with you on the situation over there on the strait. Yeah, they need to
I hope they finish that, get that settled. I think what's happened is the leadership has been fractured so poorly, so bad, is so poorly run that they don't know who they're really talking to sometimes, I think, you know. I think some of them want peace and they want to move on, and then you got your hardliners, and I know I was in boot camp in '79, and I remember when the hostages were taken in Iran 47 years ago. And we've been dealing with these people for a long time, and it needs to be, but they can't have nukes. That's all there is to it.
Right.
You know. But I just want to touch base with you, Russ. It's been
Thanks,
good
Dave.
talking to you.
And I got to run here. We're out of time, Dave, so safe travels back to Chicago. We'll chat again.
Partner. We'll talk to you. Bye.
Hey, CBS News is next, followed by TJ with the local news, sports, and weather, and then Pirate Baseball coming up. This is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. Tennessee lawmakers pass a new U.S. House map urged by President Trump that carves up a majority black district in Memphis and keeps Nashville divided among 3 districts as well. The geographically compact 9th district that includes Memphis would stretch a couple hundred miles eastward before reaching north toward the Nashville suburbs. Protesters have gathered at the state capitol in Nashville, including Michael Crowley, who says this is completely unfair.
It splits Memphis, it dilutes Memphis, just like they did Davidson County in 2022. They just did this 4 years ago. They already have 8 of the 9 seats. I don't know why they're being so greedy.
The Tennessee House and Senate have passed the maps, and it now heads to the Republican governor for his signature. U.S. health officials are tracing the contacts of passengers who were on a cruise ship with the deadly hantavirus. CBS's Tom Hansen.
Virginia, 2 people in Georgia, Arizona, 2 people in Texas, and a person in California. Those are all people who are being monitored by the CDC, by municipal governments, and they're being urged to report any sort of symptoms that they may be feeling.
The ship will anchor at a port in